air and how to calculate it. So let us discuss that point, the excess air. So excess air, suppose I am considering that the balanced chemical equation of complete combustion of methane with 150% theoretical air, that is 50% excess air is. So we can write, see, if we want to write a chemical reaction or equation with 50% excess air, if we want to write the equation with the 50% excess air, then how will you write? That is CH4. So 2 into this one was the old one, but now I will have the 50% excess air, means previously it is requiring this much only air. Now I have to multiply it with the 1.5 because 1 means the correct theoretical chemically correct ratio, while 50% excess means 1.5 times air you have to supply. So you have to supply the 50% excess air, means 1.5 times air than the theoretical one. So I have written it here 1.5, and if you write it 1.5, then whole chemical reaction is changing, and that you have to see. Now one more thing you should remember in this case, that oxygen is going to escape in this case. In this case the oxygen is going to escape, it will not have the combustion process. So O2 is always present in the product if you are considering that there is a excess air. So for excess air there is always, for excess air there is always oxygen exists in the product. Combustion products will consist the oxygen, O2 will be there. Okay, so this is the equation that we'll have if you are having the excess air. So 1.5 indicates that the amount of air per mole of the fuel is 1.5 times the theoretical amount of the air that is determined, and O2 will be exist in the combustion products. The products as O2 has a greater amount of N2 than based on the theoretical amount of the air that we are having. Okay. Now the air fuel ratio on molar basis you can calculate here as 1.5 times multiply by 2 multiply by 4.76 divided by 1, and that will have 14.28 divided by 1, that is the molar air fuel ratio. This is the molar air fuel ratio. If I want to have the on mass basis, then number of moles of air multiply by the mass of air, sorry, molecular weight of the air, molecular weight of the air. So that is nothing but 2 into 1 mole of O2 plus 3.76 mole of N2, and this is nothing but 28.97 multiplied by 9.52 moles of air. So you will get what, 2.74.8 kg of air is there, sorry, kg of air is there. So that you should remember. So air fuel ratio is 17 as to 237. So see, this type of the problem may come in the examination. Problem examination मध्ये येऊ शकतो की if 50% excess air is supplied to burn the methane, then find out the air fuel ratio based on mass. And if you want to find out in based on the mass, then you have to follow this complete procedure. Okay, or based on mass you can find out like this, that is molar mass also, molar basis, on molar basis may be asked also. So at that time also you can go for the another, the first equation you can use and you can solve it like that. Okay, now the next point is there, that is what the see, there are two parts. Okay, there are two parts. Now in previous example we have seen that we are going to use here, okay, we are going to use that here, what we are going to use, we are using the fuel analysis. Okay, so we are using the fuel analysis, and based on that fuel analysis, how much amount of the minimum amount of the air required, that we have calculated. But if you are having not having the fuel analysis, but you are having the combustion product analysis. So if I am having the combustion product analysis, then how to find out the excess air or amount of the air required. So let us see that in practical application, combustion is generally incomplete. The product of combustion of actual combustion processes and their relative amounts can be determined by only by measurement. See, you can measure the combustion products, and that can be measured on the dry basis. So if you know that, then you can use it for analysis purpose. Okay, and there are different methods for product analysis. One is carbon balance method, hydrogen balance method, or hydrogen and carbon balance method. We are not going to in much details of these methods, just I want to explain you the procedure. Okay, so now let us calculate the theoretical air fuel ratio on molar and mass basis for different fuels. See, this may come in the examination. The problem may come in the examination like this. Find out the theoretical amount of air fuel ratio on molar or mass basis for different fuels. So let us consider that there are four fuels. One is carbon, second is hydrogen, third is petrol, fourth is heptane. So for these four fuels today I am going to explain. Let us see. So if you consider the fuel is pure carbon and pure hydrogen, or petrol or heptane, and methanol is there. So you can consider n number of fuels. See, I may not explain all the fuels, but at least you should try for that, because it may come in the examination as I said. So let us consider for the carbon. Okay, theoretical air fuel ratio on molar basis and mass basis, that we have to find out. Let us consider that the air consists 23% oxygen and 77% nitrogen on mass basis, and we are having the complete combustion. Because if you want to find out the stoichiometric air fuel ratio or theoretical air fuel ratio, the first assumption is that there is complete combustion. So combustion is complete, then and then only it is possible to find out the theoretical air required or stoichiometric air required. So let us see that for pure carbon. So for carbon we are having the chemical reaction C plus O2 gives us CO2. So in this case the carbon is how much moles is there? 1. So we can say that 1 mole of carbon combines with 1 mole of O2 to form 1 mole of CO2. Okay, so this is the reaction 1 1 1. So that's why CO2. But 1 mole of oxygen associates with 3.76 moles of nitrogen, means it is having 4.76 moles of air. So we are having 1 mole oxygen and 3.76 moles of nitrogen. So that's why we are having 4.76 moles of air. We are having 4.76 mole of air. Okay, so if you say that the moles of air with 1 mole of O2 is having the 4.76 moles. So that you should remember. 1 mole of oxygen means it is required 4.76 moles of air. 1 mole of O2 requires 4.76 moles of air. Okay, so number of moles of air is equal to 4.76 when you are using the moles of carbon is 1. So air fuel ratio, that is molar basis, is 4.76. 4.76. So this is on molar basis. Now if you go for the mass basis, then you have to multiply it with the molecular weights. So for air we are having number of moles as 4.76 and molecular weight is 28.97. So we will get 137.9 kgs of the air. 137.9 kg of air is required, is there for mass of air, while mass of carbon is 1 mole of carbon means 12 kgs of carbon. So 12 kgs of carbon requires 137.9 kgs of air. So what is the air fuel ratio? Air fuel ratio will becomes 11.5. Air fuel ratio becomes 11.5. Okay, so that is the air fuel ratio. So similarly, you can find out for hydrogen. So if you consider pure hydrogen, so you are knowing the equation for hydrogen is H2 plus O2 gives us H2O. Okay, so you can have twice H2O. So if you put twice H2O, then it will becomes twice H2. So divide it, then you will get 1 H2 plus 0.5 O2 gives us 1 H2O. So 1 mole of oxygen requires 0.5 mole of 1 mole of hydrogen. 1 mole of hydrogen requires 0.5 moles of oxygen to generate 1 mole of H2O. And we are knowing for 1 mole of oxygen we required 4.76 moles of air. So you can write 1 mole of hydrogen combines with 0.5 mole of O2 to form 1 mole of H2O. So the mole of air is 0.5 moles of O2 multiplied by 4.76, that is 2.38 mole of air. So if you define the air fuel ratio on molar basis, then 2.38 divided by 1, it will comes the molar air fuel ratio. Molar air fuel ratio. Okay, but if you are having the mass basis, then you have to multiply the masses, that moles to the masses. So 2.38 air and the molecular weight of air is 28.97. So you can have that much mass of air divided by mass of hydrogen is 1 mole multiplied by 2 is the molecular weight of hydrogen. So that will be 34.47. So air fuel ratio for hydrogen is 34.47. So this you can find out the air fuel ratio on basis. Now for petrol, how will you find it? For petrol you can find out the based on the combustion reaction, okay, of petrol. So combustion reaction for petrol is given C 8.5 H 18.4 plus 13.1 O2 gives us CO2 and H2. So you have to balance the equation. See, this can be find out by balancing the equation. It is not found easily. Just by remembering this equation, it is not possible. So what you do, you know the chemical, we can say that the symbol of petrol, that is C8.5 H18.4. That is formulas, chemical formula of petrol is C8.5 H18.4. And this will react with the oxygen to generate CO2 and H2O. Now balance the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen and find out these values 13.1, 8.5 and 9.2. Those are found by chemical reaction balancing. So you have to do that and then we can solve how much amount of the air is required for 1 kg of petrol. So let us find out it. So from this equation you can say that we are requiring having 1 mole of petrol, then 13.1 mole of oxygen is required, which will generate 8.5 moles of CO2 and 9.2 moles of H2O. So I can write 1 mole of petrol combines with 13.1 moles of O2, okay, to form 8.5 moles of CO2 and 9.2 mole of H2O. So we are having 13.1 mole of oxygen. We required this much oxygen. So for this much oxygen, how much air is required? So thus 1 mole of petrol requires 13.1 multiplied by 4.76, that is 62.346 moles of air. 1 mole of oxygen means 4.76 moles of air. So I am having 13.1 moles of oxygen, then multiply by 4.76 gives us 62.356 moles of air. And you can find out the molar basis, on molar basis air fuel ratio as 62.346 divided by 1, that is nothing but the molar air fuel ratio. But if you find out the mass basis on mass basis, then you have to multiply on both sides with the molecular weights. So for fuel, so for air is 28 point something, that is 28.97, while for fuel it is 8.5 multiplied by 12, because carbon is 8.5 multiplied by 12 is the carbon's molecular weight or atomic weight, in plus 18.4 is the hydrogen, plus into 1 is the atomic weight of hydrogen. So that will give you 15, and the 15 is the air fuel ratio of petrol on mass basis. So this may come in the examination. Once again I am telling, you have to remember. Okay, and the final example is there, that is heptane. You can find it your own. C7H16 is the chemical formula for heptane. Try it at home for that particular fuel. Okay, so